Now, the greatest thing that happens as a result of this center seeking, that you start seeking other seekers. You try to find out where is the seeker. If you hear somebody is a seeker, you go and see him. If you hear about someone that some people are lost there, they were seekers but they went there lost, you all rush there. It's like a person who is like a what you call a guard. On the seashore, you know, there are guards kept for salvaging people. And that's how you become. You suddenly find somebody sinking, you just go. In Bombay, there was a case, they announced that there's a lady who is going to die. If somebody can come and help her, it will be a great thing. They all rushed there, you save her. Now the interest changes completely and you start really helping people and not feeling that you have helped anyone. Not at all. But the surrounding portion of that, which is the void, is the best which is affected by your awakening. That you become the virtue itself. Nobody has to tell you that you be virtuous. When you are awakened, you become a virtuous personality. You enjoy your virtues. You enjoy being good. You enjoy being nice. You really enjoy it. And that enjoyment comes to you as a blessing because the virtue itself is so strengthening, so powerful, that anyone who is harmed or troubled or tortured or put down, you stand up. You are not afraid of anyone. You are not afraid of any one of them. Now about these people who have been troubling you as fake gurus, I told about them in 1970. I am just a lady. And single-handed I told them who these people are, how they are going to loot you and what they are going to do. But in this country, nobody can think of one genuine person who could be really genuine. It was the problem that time. But with this awakening within you of the virtuous nature, you just know what is virtue and what is not virtue. I don't have to tell. I don't say don't do this and don't do that. I never say that. It just happens. Because when the virtue starts developing, the vibrations improve and you feel extremely joyous. We have lost our virtues because there is no joy out of it, no reward. If somebody is honest, he has to suffer. If somebody is good, he has to suffer. If somebody is kind, he thinks he has to suffer. But after getting realization, you are rewarded for your virtues. You are amazed how you are paid for. It's so surprising. Like once there was a lady who came to see me, she was a refugee. And I had a big house, so I said, all right, come and stay with me. So my husband, my brother, they came, they said, what's this? You don't know her, who she is, her husband, whether he's her husband or not. Just given her 2 rooms, it's not good. I said, let it be, doesn't it? I know for nothing is going to happen, let her be here. So they wouldn't also go against me. They said, all right, if you say so. This lady stayed for 10 days and went away. Then she became a very well-known actress in India. I didn't know she was the same lady, but somebody told me that she's the same lady. I said, maybe. Then one day, you see, they wanted to make a film for our Sahaj Yoga. So they said, we can ask this lady to act because she's a good actress. I said, all right, you can go and ask, but don't tell her that I'm here. Otherwise, she will have no choice. I will not go and see her. You just ask her. They went and asked her. They said, will you be actress and all that? She said, I'll try this, that, she was saying. But on the day when they were going to open the film, I went there, she saw me, she was so amazed. She said, oh God, you are the one. You are the one who's sponsoring this. Oh, I'll give my life for her. She just came forward, she said, have anything you like. I have nothing to say. I'm so sorry that you never told me that she's there. 1,000 times more she rewarded. A little thing I did for her. No more cheating, no more troubling. You become a wonderful person. And so many people become your friends in this world. You have to just tell you are coming. There will be 100 people at the airport to receive you. There will be so many friends all over the world for you will be amazed. It's such a tremendous thing happens because now you are all awakened in that primordial being and you have become one with each other. You can feel it. That oneness, that union, that we are all not only human beings, but we are yogis, we are superhuman beings, and we have to look after the whole world. That feeling of compassion is so overwhelming that all little stupid things just fall off. There's no place for them. This actually happens and has happened with many. Dr. Warren, whom you have seen here, can tell you, as I told you, lots of stories, but there are many. Some of them were so hot-tempered, some of them were so quarrelsome, some of them used to fight so much in the beginning that I thought, how are they going to be all right? But today I find them as great friends and very great yogis. So this is the center where your religion is awakened. And what is a religion? Word comes from religo. In Sanskrit it means dharma. Dhara iti sa dharma, the sustenance, your valency is your religion. As every atom, carbon has 4 valencies, in the same way you have 10 valencies. These are the 10 commandments that were told to you. And you become that. You just become. I don't have to tell you as commandments, but they become your beautiful ornaments within yourself. This happens automatically. So spontaneously you become that. A bishop came to see me the other day. He is a relation of my brother. He came to see me and he was rather adamant and a little angry when he came to see me because he thought, why am I trying to do this kind of thing? But when he saw the Saj Yogis, he said, I'm amazed, I've been giving lectures in the church for years together, but I could not achieve anything. How have you transformed these people? The drug addicts have suddenly become such good people that they have given up drugs. Alcoholics have given up alcohols. How is it without telling them anything? I said, everything is within them. As soon as the light comes, you can see everything. You know that this is on your way, this is against your progress, this is anti-light, you just give up. Only thing, you have to have the light within you. So, he himself was surprised at this. And then he said, really, that should be done, is to transform them. But I said, you do not transform them by giving them big sermons. You transform them by giving them the real second birth, real baptism. And I must say that Calvinists, of all the persons Calvinists in Geneva, have accepted me. And they think that this is the only way they can transform people. You will be amazed, the Calvinists, of all the persons who are such, I should say, one-sided people, they have accepted to see the result of everybody who is an open-minded person, who thinks for the good of others and not for money-making and for his selfish ends, will see one day that this is the way it has to be. God has given us this power. We have got a spirit within us. We should try to awaken that and we should accept it, not because I am doing it. You can do it also. So this thing happens to you with this chakra. Now with the another chakra on top, that is one, as he's told you the diseases, I am telling you the positive side of it. When this chakra is caught up, he must have told you develop breast cancer and all that. But when it is awakened, you get all the security of the world. You are never insecure, you are never bothered, you have no fear of anything. You do not have to suggest yourself that you should not have any fear or anything. You just become fearless. There's nothing like fear. There is no reaction to any threat or anything. Like the gentleman who came here just to beat me, and I was just looking at the drama. And the fellow was getting frightened of me. He was going backward. He would not come forward. But you don't develop any fear at all about anyone because you are standing on truth. Like Christ. At the time when he was challenged, you must know when Mary Magdalene was beaten up, he stood up. He had nothing to do with a prostitute, such a virtuous man. He was virtue personified. He stood up. He said, those who have not committed any sin can throw a stone at me. He was sure nobody can do it because he was an authority of virtue. As I told you, I am just a woman. And I spoke openly with the names of these people and told them what they are going to do and how they are going to possess you. And people came, they were frightened. They said, what are you doing? So you get rid of all your fear. But you do not dominate anyone. You love. In your love, you are secured. It's not by domination, but the security that you are love, you are compassion, and the power of love is the highest of all, that you stand in complete peace and bliss. This happens to you when the central thing comes up. There are many other things happen. You can become a poet. So many things happen with this because you become such a compassion. Such a compassion. And when this compassion starts working, you are given all the help that is needed. Then another chakra, I'm going a little fast because after all you understand that there isn't much time today. I've been speaking and speaking every day. It's a marathon race for me. So I'll try to make it short now. Is the Vishuddhi chakra, as he told you, is very important. This is America. Vishuddhi chakra is America in the universe. America is the Vishuddhi chakra and the star is the Saturn. There are 17 of them. 16 is the planet moving round. There's a 16 centers there and the 17th is Vishuddhi itself. It's a very important thing that this center is America, so America has the responsibility of transformation. They have to take up the responsibility of transforming the whole world. Instead of that, they themselves are getting ruined. They are killing themselves. There is no fear from outside, I tell you. We are going to be ruined from inside. What a responsibility you have and what we are doing, you should see to that. That's why so many seekers are born here. But they do not feel the responsibility of transformation. They will. One day it will come, they will have to feel it. Once they are awakened, I am sure they will feel that responsibility. This very important center, as he must have told you, by the virtue of this, on the gross, we develop a face which is very relaxed and attractive and good looking. We develop eyes which are full of compassion. We develop a face which is innocent, which is very smooth, and which has got a capacity to express its feeling. The smallest of feelings can be expressed through this scent. It looks after your nose, your ears, everything improves with this. You develop it. Now, I can't hear anything if a non-Sahajogi speaks to me. It's a very funny thing. Unless and until that person is very close, I just can't hear what he's saying. To me, it's all what you call blah, blah, blah. But a Sahajogi, if he speaks to me, I can hear very well. The whole thing changes. The whole sensitivity changes. You start understanding what music is good for your spirit. You start understanding what is good for your eyes to be seen. Because you just don't like to see that is something that is horrid. You just don't enjoy it. You feel like vomiting. You see something horrid, you just feel like vomiting. You become so sensitive, you can't imagine, to virtue and to goodness. Automatically it happens to you. I don't have to tell you. I have seen people have changed overnight. The whole idea is that the light has to be brought in for you to see for yourself. And when it happens, you'll be amazed. You become such a different, wonderful person. There's everyone in America has Abraham Lincoln within them, which has to be just awakened. And you'll find that that great personality can be shown in you when it happens to you. It has to happen to all of you to feel that greatness that lies hidden within you. I cannot elaborately tell you about Vishuddhi Chakra, what they call the Krishna consciousness, but not this Krishna consciousness, which has made people actual beggars. They are begging on the streets. You go in India, in the villages, they were going to beat these people, they thought they are Krishna consciousness. They wouldn't get places in the hotels because they thought they are Krishna consciousness. Because these people were lost, they had no money left with them. Now they are begging in India. Imagine, how can we afford to have these beggars there? They have no money with them, they cannot come back, they don't know what to do with them. And so many you will find in the villages just begging. So this kind of thing, that imagine a person who is being blessed by Sri Krishna, who is the deity on this center, should beg. He is the one who is the giver of complete wealth. Why should you beg? This is the thing they don't understand. Just the opposite of what they are supposed to be. There are lots of stories of Krishna, how he blessed people with wealth. It is to be seen sometimes. If you have time, I may have time, then we might be able to see all those beautiful things that he did. So, the other chakra is important, is the chakra of Christ. This center is very important because this is the gate. Through this you have to pass to your destination, which is the limbic area. So Christ is the gate. Many people are shouting, it's only He can save. Where is He now? Is He here? When He was living, they talked of a Brahma. When He came, then they said, you are not there. It was Moses. You are no good. They denied Him, defied Him. Now when He's dead, then we think it is Christ. Now I have come. He's talked about me. If you read Bible, you'll find He's talked about me very clearly there. And I have to do my job. When I have come, you are going to say that it was Christ who has to do it. If Christ could do it, why did He say that I am going to send you a comforter? He talked of future, didn't He? Why did He say such a thing? We should find out. Why did He say that I'll send you the Holy Ghost and the Comforter and the Redeemer and a Counselor? Why did He say that? Why not look forward to that? Because we are today after Christ. People don't want to see this point. They want to depend on Christ because He's in their pocket. They can use Him the way they like. When He has talked, He has said, why not see the point? If this is what Christ is, then it's such a bad thing, because people say Christ was no good. They say, what has Christ given us? Christian nations, what have they done? What have they achieved? It's a bad name to Him if you do not see completion of His work. I am here to complete His work. And when you do not complete His work, His half work done in a very half way will bring bad name to Him. Why not people who claim about Christ understand that what others have to say about Him? If you want to know about Christians, go and ask the Jews. And if you want to know about the Jews, go and ask the Muslims. And if you want to know about the Muslims, go and ask the Hindus. They are all in a doldrum. Nobody has any understanding that they are worshipping or they are admiring or advocating a flower which belongs to one tree of life. They have all plucked those flowers, this is mine in my pocket, and fighting. If religion means fighting and quarreling, it is not a religion at all. If it is integration, then it is a religion. In Sahaja Yoga, you will find that they are all together. Christ has said very clearly, those who are not against me are with me. Who are those people? Try to find out. For that you have to little bit go out of Bible. In the Bible, how much do you have Christ there? For 3 years? Nobody allowed Him to live for 3 years, and if they could, they would also kill me. Not easy. He wanted to play the drama, otherwise He would have finished all of them in no time. So He has said that you are to be resurrected first, and then that's how you will be judged. And the day of judgment is today. This is the day of judgment, that's why you are confused. This is the day of judgment where you will be judged. And how are you going to be judged? Through your Kundaliní. Your Kundaliní is going to be awakened and you will be judged where you are. That's what it is. And those who will be calling me Christ, Christ, I will not look at them. That's what it is. By calling him Christ, Christ, you do not become Christians. You have to get your realization, your baptism in the actual sense. It has to be an actualization. I am telling you that if you miss the point, you have missed it forever and ever. Be careful on that point. It's very important. Don't run after things which have no meaning to your consciousness. Try to raise yourself up to this point and understand that the time has come for you to transform. This is the time of your judgment, and you have to get to it in a very big way. These shallow things and all this will be finished. What is America or what is any country in the eyes of God? Nothing. If they do not take to his ways, all will be treated like waste, thoroughly waste. It's a wasteland. But if you rise, thousands and millions can be saved. Try to rise. Try to understand your own responsibilities. That is very important. Today is the last day, and the last center, which is the Sahasrara, is the integration. Integration of your being, of physical, mental, emotional being. It takes place. Is integration of all the deities, of all the prophets, all the great works that they have done. Integration of all the scriptures. Everything takes place when this Sahasrara is opened out, when you become the spirit. This is a much more difficult job, I know, because if you don't have to transform people, it is very easy to talk about it and get away. But I have to transform. Not only transform, but you have to become. You cannot become a Sahajogi by paying me, by saying things, by arguing, by showing out. You can only become Sahajogi by growing within yourself. Face up to it. See for yourself. I am here to help you in every way possible. Whatever is possible, we'll try to do it. But you all should also understand your responsibility. It's not a joke now. It's no more a joke. It's not like Sunday morning you get up and go to church, or Monday morning you go somewhere else in the temple, and Tuesday morning you go to Siddhi Vinayaka, and another day you go to a mosque. It is not like that. It's a very serious thing which we must understand. We are at the brink of destruction. Be careful about it. We must do things so that the blessings of God comes upon us and that we are saved. It's a very serious thing, and the responsibility is much more on all the people who are getting realization. So do not treat it lightly. You all, I hope, will take it seriously. Thank God there is a nice seminar we are having after this for 3 days. You can come down there. They have charged you very little. We don't have to make any profit out of you. The only profit I can make is that you get your profits. That's all. So please take it up seriously. Work it out seriously. And I tell you, out of you will come out those people who will build the foundations of that construction which is going to come. Please don't waste your time in useless things. Get to it. Any one of you can do it. I bless you with my whole heart. I know that I love you very much. If you have any problems, you can write to me. But don't write to me about your family problems and this and that. It's a headache to me. There is no need to write. Of course, I am a mother. If you have a problem, you can write. But some people write 10 pages saying my wife is fighting with me. It's a bit too much. You should write to me about the problems which concern the whole country, concern the whole world. Widen yourself. And that's how. Though you may think that you are very unassuming, simple people, you are the ones who are going to do it. Not those who are successful. They are blinded by their success. Not those who are rich. They are not going to enter into the kingdom of God. Not those who have a big name. No, it's you. You are going to enter into the kingdom of God. May God bless you.